Hello. Ooh, that was a good start, wasn't it? Hello, and welcome back to another live race from Australia in the Classic Racing League. Today we're racing around Melbourne in the Ferrari 2007. Exciting, I know. So going into the race, let's have a quick run through of the standings. So, leading currently is Alpu Mutke in second place, Spike. Third place is Gogs. Fourth, Basic. Then Orb King, the Sawyer Clan, Blokey, Brizzy, D Daniel, Liverpool, and Liverpool FC taking up the rear. So we should have a good race today, hopefully. But now, first off, we've got qualifying, and it's going to rain, which is always fun. So, time to wait for someone to go on track. And who's going to be the first person on track? Any idea, anyone? Who's out on track? I can't see who that is. It's a red car, obviously. I think it is Clara Eta ACC, otherwise known as Claudio. So hopefully in a minute we'll see that he's left. Someone else has left the pit as well. And apparently everyone is still in the pit. Here we go. Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't him. There we go. Riding on board with the Sawyer Clan. Let's just see what the conditions are like. Very slippery. Blokey making his way, and I must say, point to Claudio, who is making his debut in the series today. Oh, we've already gotten off. That is, he's in the wall. Is that the first corner? I can't quite tell where that is at the moment. I think it's the right-left chicane. I think he, just before. So it looks like he might have spun or something. That's obviously brought out a yellow flag. So the Sawyer Clan, is he on a lap? Or is he just about to start a lap? I'm not sure. I should really have got treated. So of course in the 2007 season, Kimi Räikkönen won in this car in Australia, which set up the perfect beginning to his championship winning season, as the Sawyer Clan's drifting the car and someone else has gone from sector 3. So he's made the first corner okay. He's made the first couple of corners okay. He's now going into the second sector. Let's see what, oh, I don't want to do that. But let's see, I want the gap to fastest lap, I want detail. They're all on wet tyres, no surprise really. I want lap data on. That's what I want. We are on with the Sawyer Clan at the moment. Switch camera. Sorry, I'm just trying to get used to this all again. It's been a while since I've done this. I did have a drive-in's car, and oh! I looked away. Someone tell me what happened. Okay, the Sawyer Clan needs to get his act back together a little bit now. Let's just go through field. Everyone's just trying to get a clean lap. Claudio is definitely one to watch there. A very quick driver, of course, the 2014 champion. Not classic, but irregular. He's just about to complete his lap, slightly wide. But yeah, as I was saying, I was having a bit of a play in these cars. And the grip is a bit odd in it. So Soy Clan has gone quickest. You expect more grip than you actually get, so I can't imagine what the car's like to drive in the wet. But here goes Claudio. Oh, a bit squirrely at the final corner, but he manages to cover it now down the final straight. To go second, so he must have had an issue, because... Oh no, because Alpi Mutke's gone quickest. Alpi Mutke, our championship leader, has gone quickest. No surprise. Orb King just files in at second. Second in second. Let's ride a lap in through the first corner into the second corner, up through the gears. If he can hold it, got the car swirling around and drifting through the corner, which isn't good because you're going sideways instead of forward. Into turn 3, hits the apex nicely. Second gear for this corner. Oh, slightly wide. The lap could be invalid now. But no, oh, over the curbs. The curbs is the sort of thing you need to avoid in this weather. Going down through the gears. Hitting the apexes nicely now. He's really starting to get the hang of this car. Oh, drifting again. This is a nasty corner. Can't go out too wide. Owen doesn't use all the room that's available to him there. Starting to come across the inside. Out wide. To swing into that corner and slightly miss the apex, which compromises the next exit. Is he spun? He's spun. Owen is spun. That is very unlike Owen. A 5-time champion in this league. Not this league, but in our main league. So that was a surprise, wasn't it? Alvin McKay's just set an even quicker lap. Maybe I should have rode on board with him. These cars do look and sound amazing. Obviously they had the V8 engines in, which now they don't have V8 engines in the cars these days because they have the turbo hybrid units, is what I was trying to think of. 90 degree V8 19,000 RPM limited engine. To be precise, it's the Ferrari 56 2.4 litre 750 horsepower. Naturally aspirated, of course, mid-engine, longitudinally mounted, obviously, of course. 7-speed gearbox, of course. Now we have 8-speed gearboxes. But you can't beat the sound of a V8 car. Difference between the Ferrari 2007-2006? Not a lot, wasn't really a huge regulation change. The wheelbase is 85mm longer on this car. Just for added extra aerodynamic performance. So we have a few. Oh, Sawyer Clan's gone off. He was looking good. That is. I think that's at the final corner. Yeah, that'll be going out the final corner. Or either that. No, it's not in the pit lane. So it's going out the final corner. He's lost it, unfortunately. Here we go. Oh, this is a weird camera angle, isn't it? Oh, let's have a. Oh yeah, Brizzy making his way out. So the order: Album okay, first. Claudio, second. Is he on a quick lap? He might be. Just now, yeah. This looks good to me. He's just coming up towards the end of sector 1. Oh, slightly wider to lift off. And to lift off, that would have lost him quite a bit of time. He's 3 tenths up in the first sector. On his own time. He didn't go purple, just 3 tenths up. Coming into this set of corners, you can see the head dip there. No, can't bring it out too wide. He brought it out wide enough though. Lovely camera angles here. How much road does he dare use? You can't cut in too quick because otherwise you'll get a corner cutting penalty and hit the bollard. Of course, Claudio will be going for pole position in his first race in this Classic Series. Just wanted to join because he's bored, I think. But The more the merrier. Ooh, nice. Hit that one perfectly. Let's see him. Final corners now. Try not to use too much throttle on the spin in the rears, which is very easy to do with the amount of torque this car has. Racing towards the line, 36, 38.1. Oh, that is what you call close. That was close. I mean, what, 19 thousandths of a second. I hope we could put those lap times, like lap things side by side, but we can't, so there's no point in dreaming, is there? But it looks like Alpine Mutke's warming up for another lap. So Brizzy's in the pit, so unless he leaves quite quickly and sets a really quick time, which now he won't be. I don't think he'll be improving his position, so 6th or 7th where Brizzy will be beginning. Let's have a look at Owen battling the car. Owen's down. I think Owen's abandoned this by the look of it. Unless he's just warming up to the lap. Here's Alpine Mutke. Can he improve on that time? Oh, this is still an out lap. I'm so stupid. Right, let's ride on board with Alpine Mutke. Let's see, 7th gear. Just about hits the limiters, hit the brakes, down into 4th. Oh, slightly wide, it's going to cost him. Oh, lap's gone. So you'll be hoping that Claudio does not improve. And I think Claudio will be pitting this lap, and he does. So who can take pole? Owen could take pole. Luke doesn't look like he can take pole today. Obviously he won a couple of races last time out, but oh, his tyres could be gone off, or he just could be attacking slightly too hard. Let's have a look. He's going for a lap. These would be Luke's sort of conditions. Here we go, down to the first corner. Can he hit the apex nicely? Yes, he does. Beautiful. Of course, Owen's going to be just behind him. He'll be wanting to set an even quicker lap, but the position's not perfect. Be hoping he doesn't get held up too much. As that Luke just goes really quick and he can just follow his lines. You can see in the mirrors of Luke there. There's Owen. There he is. Oh, Owen's going to be starting to get held up now. It's not ideal for him, but has to be done. Luke's got every right to be there as much as Owen does. Oh, here we go. Luke's good. Luke's moved out the way. Luke's abandoned that lap. He must have messed it up slightly. But what sort of time is Owen delivering here? Owen just has such good car control. Oh, is that a corner cut? No? We've changed an engine setting by the look of it. Is that? Yep, he's retired. Luke won't be improving his lap time, I don't think. Let's ride on board with him anyway. Just in case it magically dries up. 3, 2, first gear. He's retired. So here's your grid. Alpine Mutke first, Claudio second, Aubrey 3rd, Spike 4th, and I got cut off, so I can't tell you both. But here's Luke's AI pulling him over quite drastically. So pole position for the first race goes to Alpine Mutke, very closely followed by Claudio, then Aubrey, followed by Spike. Maybe slightly disappointed by that, but overall should be alright with that. Sawyer Clan 5th, 6th Brizzy, 7th Loki, and 8th Aimer 1426 2001. So your guess is as good as mine about when he was born. So now we're going to 25% race distance race around Melbourne, Albert Park. And we go, go, go! You know, that's how the classic commentators would have said it, wouldn't they? But I'm not a classic commentator. This is 2007. You know, it's not 1987. But I mean, if you want me to do it like that, I can. Just let me know in the comments and I'll start commentating with a classic voice. That'd be interesting. I'm going to start and talk about myself now. So let's talk about the car a little bit more. So, in 2007, the European tobacco advertising ban came in. So, that meant the 2007 car was one of the first cars not to have the Marlboro, or whatever you want to call it, cigarettes logo on the side of it. So, I don't know what's going on now. Why am I hearing engine noises? Okay. I want to change camera type. There we go. So, this is the warm-up lap. Don't worry, I'm not missing anything. So they'll be just going around now in a dry race, I must say, just trying to warm up the tyres as much as they can. Claudio's always good going down to the first corner, one to watch, and of course All King is, and Spike to a certain extent. But you want to watch your champions there, Claudio and Owen. 5-time champion in Owen, 1-time champion in Claudio. So let's go back to the advertising ban thing. A simple red and white barcode was used, and hence the advertising at European Bag Readers is purely through association. So that classic barcode, which isn't on the car, obviously for the licensing reasons. So the livery, because of this, featured a much less white than the previous years. It's quite a red. I like the red. So So the car actually changed colour halfway through the season, because I know you guys are really interested in this sort of stuff. Ferrari changed the colour of the cars from light red to racing red, and kept it for the duration of the season. So featured in several games: Gran Turismo 5, Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, Gran Turismo PSP, and F1 2007. I used to like this car on Gran Turismo 5. But it obviously won the championship for Kimi Räikkönen. I think it was the last Constructors' Championship they won, if I remember rightly. Or maybe they won it in 2008. I'm not sure. I'll just have a quick look. Where did they come in Constructors' Championship in 2008? Didn't they win it? Because... yeah, they did win it in 2008. So, and of course, it was their last Drivers' Championship with Kimi Räikkönen. Because Sebastian Vettel couldn't do it this year because he bottled it. So, not that he did bottle it, Ferrari bottled it. Here we go. That's just Skulk 27 to me. He couldn't make it because he got late. But you can't help that. Sometimes it happens. So Alpine McKay waiting on the grid in pole. 2nd, Claudio. 3rd, Owen. 4th, Spike. 5th, Sawyer Clan. 6th, Brizzy. 7th, Blokey. Don't know what I'm down to now. Right, anyway, Alpine McKay in 8th, Aimer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and away we go. So how can Alpine McKay, can he defend his lead going into the first corner? He looks like a really clean getaway. Alpine McKay, is that Claudio and Owen? Owen backs out. Claudio was thinking about the inside, but oh, Alpine McKay goes wide. Have we had an incident in the first corner? Spike has gone up a position. He must have lost some position to begin. Brizzy's gone all the way down to 8th. Has there been an incident? But here we go. Claudio and Owen side by side. Claudio just gets Owen trying to go around the outside. Claudio holds on to that position. Owen will not be happy staying in behind Claudio. So Owen is in 3rd place now. Spike is in 4th. Don't think he'll be too disappointed with that. Sawyer Clan in 5th. 6th, Brizzy. 7th, Aimer. And 8th, Blokey. Seems to be a really interesting battle developing here, but Owen is now all over the back of Claudio. He's closing. Claudio will have to defend the inside. Oh, he doesn't. Can Owen make his move stick? Oh, is there going to be? Is it done? Yes, he's got the move done. So All King Owen is now up into 2nd place, which is very good for himself. And of course, Claudio is now dropped down to 3rd, which is only, you must remember, is only his first race. I'm guessing there's been an incident with. Yes, Brizzy. So Brizzy spun and lost his front wing by the look of it. And he makes it back round again. So, that's what's happened there. Blokey is now tucked in behind Aimer, and Brizzy's left the session. because that's what you do when you crash out and you have a bit of a sulk. So, I would never recommend leaving the session because you never know what happens. Safety car, anything could happen normally. Obviously in a normal race, I don't know if it happens in classic race. So the field's starting to spread out a little bit now, and we ride with Spike coming through several corners. I mean, it was a right start. It was clean, I think, unless I missed something in the back of the field. But I think on the whole, it was very clean. So Alpin McKay is just slowly going to start extending his lead now. Then here's the gaps to the leader. As you can see, only 10 seconds after the first lap. It's quite a lot really, isn't it? What else can we find? Detail. Position changes. So, Owen's gained a position. Cloud's obviously lost position. Spike and Sawyer Clan's in position. Amer's come up 2. And Bloki stayed the same. Bryce's done a pit stop currently, but he's not in, is he? So. Dry tyres for everyone. What's telemetry? Oh, no, that lap data. Yeah. Not really interested in that at the moment, are we? So we need to just keep an eye on those gaps and see if there's any overtakes looking like they're going to happen. Owen is closing in. No, he isn't. He did close in slightly on that lap, even though Alpha Mutke set the quickest lap, so he obviously didn't close in. I just made that up completely. Owen's now going to try chasing down Alpha Mutke. Now I hope he does, because it would make a good championship if he does start catching Alpha Mutke. But last time out, I don't think the race went how Alpin McKay would have wanted, if I'm completely honest. I think he would have been expecting a bit more from his performance, but I would have betted for him to win today, because last time out Alpin McKay was in an older car which hasn't got a high downforce, but when he won the first two races of the championship, if I get my words up, it was in the Renault, which is obviously driven for a similar era. So that just popped up saying Blocky 1988 has just received a drive-through penalty, and now Owen's got one. Oh, Owen, that's not good. Owen should know better than that. So that's normally, is that drive-through or is it 3-second penalty? I think it was a 3-second penalty. So, but penalty's a penalty. Got to be careful. So now he'll be desperate to get past Alpin McKay and gap him a little bit, but this sort of thing happens. You've got to learn not to cut the corners. Very difficult around here though. The curbs are very flat and you just always get slightly too greedy. I admit I am one of those people who cut corners a bit too much. So he's got a penalty now, 3-second time penalty. So everyone could have a penalty by the end of this race, by the look of it. So it'd be very unfortunate if everyone did, because ruining a good race really, isn't it? So Claudio is in third. Who would not know of Owen's penalty unless he's listening to me right now? And if he is, hello Claudio. Claudio tried commentating with me in the last race, but due to technical issues, you couldn't hear him, so we gave up with that, didn't we? So, Claudio really using the rest of the track there. Of course, their brains will still be in wet track mode at the beginning of this race, and they're only about now starting to realise where the grip is. Probably where some of those warnings came from the first couple of laps, when they start turning in earlier from their wet lines, expecting less grip than there actually was. But we're 4 laps into the race now, out of 15. And your race order is Alpin McKay in first, second is Orkin, third is Clarita ACC, fourth is Spike 10-100, fifth is the Sawyer Clan, sixth is Aimer 1426221, seventh is Blocky 1988, who looks like he could have just taken a bit of a detour, slightly, maybe, who knows, but he seems to be back on his way now. And 8th is Bryzy91, who is just an AI driving around, but look at those brake disc? Brake drums, that's the word I was looking for, brake drums. Obviously ghost mode, boat jumps don't get ghosted, but the wheels do. So, Alpha McK and first. Everyone's quite spread out now, which is unlike, and there's an incident set to one. Let's see if I can find it. There's, oh, that would be what the incident. Oh, okay. Blocky 1988 is going for quite the adventurous race. So let's just ride on board and see if we can work out why it's going so wrong at the moment. He seems to be spending more time off the racetrack than he is on it. But of course, don't really know what's going on because I may have missed that. He may have hit someone, but I doubt it. But so Lucky, of course. I say of course, I need to check this now. I think, of course, he drives for, in the main league, he drives for Force India. I just need to double check that, because I don't want to give you false facts. I mean, I'm all about the facts, so. Yes, he does. See, I do know something. He drives for Force India in the main league. I told you that, didn't I? He drives for Force India in the main league, in case you didn't know. Yeah, he drives for Force India in our main league. So now it's up to me to make this boring race something exciting to watch. So Owen's just trying to chase Alpha McK down. Owen, 5-time champion. Don't know how many wins he's got. More than me, I know that for sure, in the main league. I have too many wins to even remember. I think I've done, oh, look at that camera angle. Beautiful, isn't it? I have 11 wins actually. But oh, watch this camera angle, stop talking about myself. Going through sector 3. Oh, I'm just trying to follow. So Toy Clan's overtaken Spike. Spike had an issue. Spike's had an issue? What's going on with Luke now? He's ghosted, which normally means you paused or something. What's going on with Luke? Let me have a Luke. This Toy Clan's moved up to 4th. Owen just got another penalty. He's pushing hard. Okay, so something's happened to Luke. He may have lost connection or something, but as soon as I know, well, I'll let you know. Anyway, back to the main battle. Owen's really chasing down Alpha McK, and he would need to now. He's got a 6-second penalty. So not only if he wants to win this race, he not only has to overtake Alpha McK, but he has to make a 6-second gap. They're only now at the halfway point of the race. This is the closest gap on track, is the gap from first to second. But Owen just seems to have so much more commitment in those fast corners. He's gaining massively. He will make a good move on Alpha McK. I think he's put Alpha McK under pressure, and I don't know how he reacts under pressure, Alpha. But I guess we're just have to find out. There is possibilities. Now Lovro's been promoted to the Now Lovro's been promoted to the main league. The next driver, if he keeps up his streak in the second tier, to be promoted if someone does drop out of the main league, is going to be Alpha McK. So keep an eye out for that if that ever happens. So Owen is trying his hardest now to close down on Alpha McK. See some changes on the steering wheel. That could be, I'm not familiar with the F2007, but that could be the brake bias, or it could be fuel mixture. Probably fuel mixture. I can't imagine Owen changing brake bias that much, but he is really hounding down now on Alpha McK, and I'm just checking. Oh yes, Luke. Just an update on Luke. His internet died. So that's why he's not with us at the moment. Oh, here we go. Owen has a brilliant exit now. Going to be in the slipstream. Can he do a dive on the inside? Alpha McK defends the racing line, but not quite. Owen's 4/10 behind, he would have thought that was an opportunity then. Now Mutke would have been panicking a little bit probably. So now Claudio's got a 3-second penalty. That would be a bit of a relief to Owen. Not a lot. That means if he doesn't make a mistake or something, he has to make a 3-second gap now, not a 6-second gap to Claudio. Oh, he's got another 3-second penalty. This is not 9 seconds. So not only has he got to get past Mutke, he's got to make 9 seconds up. Not gonna look like it's gonna happen, but Owen will strive for the overtake anyway. You never know what's gonna happen in the race. Oh, something like that could happen to Mutke, and he could end up in the wall like Owen nearly did. That cost him a lot of time there. He needs to regain his composure and carry on again. What can Owen do? Can Owen do anything in this situation? Can he close down Mutke? Probably. Can he overtake him? Probably. Can he gap 9 seconds? No, probably not. Unless Mutke has an issue. Oh, see, Owen didn't quite hit the apex of that corner there, and it really compromises your exit. But it is difficult to do if you're in the dirty air of the car in front. And I think Mutke might have made a slight mistake there. And Owen's just now starting to get back at him. Oh, he's starting to slide. Owen, of course, I believe, races with controller. So Luke has tried to rejoin, but unfortunately can't. So he will be disappointed for his championship hopes, because he was up in the championship. But of course he can still make the second race, and he would be trying his hardest to make his second race. I'm sure if Gogs is around, he will try making the second race, but we'll find out. I don't know what he's up to. Anyway, back to what's on track. Owen is trying his hardest now to close in on Mutke with only 5 laps remaining. 6 laps technically. 5.5 we'll say. But Owen's got the car sliding around at all angles. Just trying to do anything he can. Can he hit these apex? Yes, that's how you want to hit that corner. Get a really good exit of the corner. You just see that interval just closing and closing and closing, and you can't quite get there. But Mutke is a bit sloppy out the corner. Owen now needs to concentrate on traction out of the corners just to make sure he can deliver. He's starting to really close up now on Alpo. Oh, I thought Alpo was going to go slightly on the grass then. But when you're under this sort of relentless pressure, as I have been under relentless pressure from All King before, it is difficult. You've just got to race the perfect race. I remember back in Bahrain this year, when I was trying to chase down Owen, I was on a different tyre compound, and I just had to concentrate so hard on hitting every single apex. It's probably one of the best sequences of laps I've ever had, if anyone's bothered or not. So if you're interested, go back on my YouTube channel, have a quick look. Anyway, so Owen's slowly starting to drop back now. Of course, I think we got to accept that he's probably going to finish second, even if he does decide to make a move. But anyway, down the field, not a lot going on really. Claudio, a bit lonely now in third. Fourth, the Soy Clan, just having a nice, gentle afternoon. Not really looking that bad, to be fair. Fifth, Aimer, 142.6 2001. Nice little drift around the corner there. Spike, unfortunately, with his internet issues, couldn't make it to the finish. Seventh, Blocky. He will be doing his hardest now to close down on the... Can I call it a dead car? I'm going to call it a dead car. Could be ghost car. Oh, Claudio's got another time penalty. That's 6 penalties? 6-second penalty now for Claudio. But Blokey will be trying his hardest now to close down on the ghosted car, would be a better term, of Spike. So Owen has now closed the gap to half a second on Mutke. Can he overtake and win the race on track? Of course, we do know he has a penalty. Well, more than one penalty. He has about 9 seconds worth of penalties, I think. So it'll be interesting to see if he can make the move. Of course, if Alpu knew that Owen had a penalty, probably just let him past. But actually, no, I wouldn't, to be fair, actually. I would want to win it on track, win it on merit. So, unless it was a championship decided or something, then I just wouldn't mix with anyone. Oh, I mean, that was my fault. I sort of moved a little bit and the thing changed. So Aimer's now got a 3-second time penalty. Oh, it's not good for the penalties today. Sorry if you're a person who's like, oh, I hate penalties in the system. Also, we must respect the length of the race. The length of the race distance is what I'm trying to say. Gotta love the personalised helmets. A great feature in this game. But Owen is doing all he can just to close in on Alfred Mutke. But don't think like he can do anything about it at the moment. You gotta remember that there was quite a big gap after the first lap because Owen had to overtake Claudio. He had a bit of slightly boxed in the start. But you rest assured that he is trying his hardest right now. Maybe the device speaking this voice. So, 3 laps remaining. Owen is going to be going hammer time, but of course, can Blokey overtake the ghosted car Spike? He's gonna have him. He's gonna have him here. Here he goes. Looks like Luke's gonna lose 6th. Up the inside. Done. Next on Loki's radar, maybe Aimer. Nah, he's too far away. 28 seconds, not gonna happen. Sawyer Clan in 4th. Respectable race. Just keep constant. Keep consistent. Surprising where you finish in the championship. Oh, Blokey's retired. Oh. What happened? Coming out the final corner, I presume. Massive just lost it on there. Isn't that so frustrating? Because Bryzy left and Luke's left, but not retired. Blokey's going to find himself an 8th before the end of the race. I think that's very frustrating for Blokey. I'd be frustrated by that. It looks like Owen's given up. Oh, I'll just change the camera. It looks like Owen's given up now the chase. Alpha has accepted that he's... Oh, he's going wide. He accepted that he's going to finish 2nd. There's only hope now, anyway, is for Alpha to make a mistake. So... But Alpha has raced his best possible race. I believe I have a rumour on what happened to Blokey. Oh, it's not true. I thought B6 said that Blokey's steering wheel fell off, and then Blokey's like, what the... And then obviously there's an expletive, but this is a family show, so I won't repeat the expletive. So Alpha Mutke is now going to start his final. What have I done? There's nothing. Alpha Mutke is now going to start his final lap of this race. Pretty good. Qualified pole. Claudio will be annoyed by that because he loves getting pole positions, and he's actually quite good at getting pole positions. Maybe not in the Classic League because it's his first race. Apparently, it is true. But let's. Boy, Camp Floppy coming up. Anyway. Oh, it is true. Blocky's steering wheel came off, so he couldn't steer. Sawyer Clan just gets a penalty there. That would be frustrating if I got a penalty for my steering wheel. It has happened to me before in a practice race. I was just about to win a practice race a few years back, and yeah, steering wheel came off the desk, which was really frustrating. But here's Alpha Mutke. Done a really good job this season so far. I would imagine if I was a betting man, I would put my money on Alpha Mutke winning the championship overall, but I'm unbiased. But here he is, going to cross the line to win the first race of today. Very good. Alpha Mutke second, All King. Now is a bit of a wait, and I can't change it. I hate when this happens. Bit of a wait now for Claudio to cross the line. As you watched Alpha Mutke go on his obvious lap of honour is what's happening here. That's why we're watching him, I'm going to say. So, Claudio, can you get third? I think he will. All King obviously got a 14-second gap there because of the 9-second penalty. But Claudio does have the penalty or two, I think. Yep. So, Claudio 20 seconds behind Owen. You have to wait a further 15 odd seconds now for. Oh no, we don't. So Sawyer Clement has crossed the line. Fifth will be Aimer. Sixth will be Spike. And seventh will be Brizzy. So that is the end of the first race. I don't think there's any investigation, so why don't I update the table? Just so we can get a rough idea of who's where. Alpha Mutke won that race. So he will get 25 points. Spike, where did he come? Oh well, let's enjoy the moment. Alpha Mutke wins another race, his third win of the season. He's got, so far he's a first, second, first. What's the bet in Britain next time out? He gets second. 2 second places, but not bad, really well done by all drivers. So how many points does Spike get? You can see it there. I mean, Sophia Lavazur. Obviously. Sophia Lavazur. Points, he gets 8 points, Sophia Lavazur. I believe. Oh, come on, let me type. Gets 8 points. Gogs didn't make it, so he gets 0. Basic 18, did he make it? I don't think so. Oh, I'm so confused. I shouldn't have updated this. Owen was in second, so he gets 18 points. So I've missed an opportunity. But there we go. It's the end of that first race. I'm just going to look at the tables in a minute, just to see there's nothing major has happened. Now, obviously, Claudio will jump quite far up the table. Anyway, I shouldn't have done that. That's silly. That's my fault. I'm trying to get too far ahead of myself. So, we're going to invite people who couldn't make that race and who are in this league. So, there we go, I'm back again. So I now need to change the host options, because we are now going to a one-shot qualifying, followed by 25% race distance, dynamic, professional audio, that is all right. So hopefully now, everyone will notice that changed the settings. Everyone will just drive straight in. But I will not talk now, I'll let you enjoy the dulcet tones of F1 2017 menus. Hi again. Just thought, why not... Oh, I just listened to myself there. Why not plug the race tomorrow? I'll be streaming it live from my onboard view. You won't hear my voice again, so it could be a positive, could be a negative. Yeah, so watch tomorrow. The reserves, if I can spit my words out, reserves will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow, which will be nice. You can watch that on Lovro Croatia 2 channel, or 6 o'clock is the main league, and we're at Monaco. Like, you don't want to miss that. I'm gonna win. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna win. I've got a party tomorrow, and I'm sharing my life with you. Hello guys, this is me, myatesftw, 2016 champion. I've got a party tomorrow, and I'm gonna be pissed time the race. Oh, I said I wouldn't swear on this one. Oh well. I'm gonna be highly drunk time the race comes around. So watch Matthew race around Monaco drunk. Why not? I could be drunk now, so I talk so much. Anyway, Facebook isn't responding. Let's hope no one's trying to get hold of me on there. How does this work? You may be asking. So, one shot qualifying. You get 1 lap to go around and just take 1 lap, and that will decide your qualifying position. And it means I just ramble. As any of you who've watched this know, I just go blah, 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 like that. It's quite interesting. I think it is anyway. I hope it is. You 3-4 people watch it quite a lot, so. Right, here we go. So, where do we start? It's not going to let me switch quick. I'm going to go all the way to Alpha Mutke. Right, there we go, he's in the lead already. I can't get up, there we go. But Alpha Mutke, he's in first. Followed by Client Eater, ACC. Now Allking overtakes him around the first couple of corners, but Alpha Mutke now enters turn, I want to say 2, it's 3 I think. Owen's trying his hardest. I need to get this spectator. Oh, that is not what he wanted. Detail, I want gap, fastest leader, none, gap, fastest lap. Don't care about that telemetry and disabled lap data enabled. That's it. Owen, he's still in third. He wouldn't be that upset. How close is Alpu and Claudio? Claudio's a bit ahead, but Allking's now getting in front of Claudio. Not quite. They must be in the braking zone. So Claudio up into second. I think it's going to be close between Claudio and Allking. I think Alpu Mutke might just have the edge on everyone here. Not quite sure. Through the quick left-right chicane. Why is Claudio suddenly dropped down to 6th? He's crashed. He's retired. Why has he done that for? Owen. So now Owen's going to be favoured for second. Alpu in first. Aimer in third. Actually quite close between Allking and Aimer. It's sort of going to help him out. Oh, Block is retired as well, so Claudio's going to be from the back. Hopefully that will mean I can commentate on something interesting for a change. So, Aimer going to cross the line. Here we go. Alpu first, Allking second, Soyoclan third, Aimer fourth, fifth. Block, even though he's disqualified, I think, not sure, made that up. Soyoclan. I'm saying random names now, and I just had a hiccup. I do apologise. Here's your actual grid. I shouldn't have tried guessing. Alpha Mutke in first, Allking second, Soyoclan in third with a great lap there. Fourth, Aimer. Fifth, Spike. Sixth, Loki. Seventh, Claita. And or if you were doing it like the game does on career mode. And a Ferrari driver in first, and a Ferrari driver in second. It looks like the Ferrari driver did well to get third today. Fourth is the Ferrari driver, fifth, the Ferrari driver, sixth, the Ferrari driver, and guess what? In seventh is the Ferrari driver. Gogs has joined. Oh, he's going to be here for the race. Or is he going to spectate? You know, oh, but he's probably going to be in the wrong car. I hate it when that happens. If he's in the wrong car, what do I do? I mean, what can I do? I mean, the first race, if you watched it, you would know that I ended up racing in the second race somehow because it glitched. Oh, it's raining. It is raining. It looks like Gogs hasn't made the start of the race. We have 7 cars. Who dropped out? Who just quit? Someone just quit. Spike's there. Blocky's there. I don't know. It's late in the day. My brain's still switched off. I haven't woken up today yet. Oh, right. We are waiting for players. Formation map. It is, I want to say wet tyres. You can. There's this one thing. wet tyres. It is wet tyres. Could be the only thing available. Why is Claudio disqualified? He probably just didn't want to do the formation lap. Old King probably just didn't want to do formation lap. So, my intelligence tells me that Luke has set up for a wet race instead of the qualifying. So, it may go in his favour. I mean, 2007, maybe a wet set was a thing. Not so much anymore. I don't know. I don't race the classic cars. I don't race the series. I just talk about it and pretend I know what I'm on about. I'm interested to see how Claudio gets around this field. And Luke. Which could be very interesting. Probably not. But could be very interesting. I hope it is. Let's look at all the Ferraris. It's like Ferrari Day. There's a day called Ferrari Day. There is. It's a thing. It's after the season, then Abu Dhabi won. I think last year was in Daytona and they had Vettel and Raikkonen in their car going around the oval, which is pretty cool. I think actually no, I think they may have used the road course, but they went around the banking for some of it. So, here we go. Time for me to wake up. I'm not crying, it's not that emotional. I'm yawning. Ask me any questions you want, I'll try answering them. Could be interesting, couldn't it? I mean, I've used all my words up about the car. Of course, Owen's starting second now. He started in third earlier. So, in theory, he should be able to get in front. Oh god. Well, he's so emotional. He should be able to get in front of Alpu if he gets a clean start. But it's wet and it's dry in the last race, it all changes. Who got pole? Alpu Mitke got pole in the wet. Claudio was good in the wet in the last bit. Anyway, 5 lights and it's go for the second race of this Australian weekend. That is Alpu Mitke leading the way. Can Owen get the inside? I think Owen's got the inside line. Owen's going to overtake him into the inside corner, but does he go wide? He goes wide. He goes very, very wide. Is Owen. How far does he drop down the field? He's only gone down to second. Spike's now in third. Sawyer Clan in fourth. Clarita ACC in fifth. Ava sixth. Oh, there's drama. There's cars everywhere. I don't know why I did that voice. Claudio right at the back. Lost half his front wing. Oh, he just drove into the wall again. Amy's now got going. Blokey's got going. Sawyer Clan. Don't like that view. There we go. Spike's just found himself up in third. Very good for Spike. Second. King. Thought he was going to get up to first for a second, and Alpu Mitke for some reason is showing first, but he's lost position even though he started first. There's position change. Claudio may have been a bit ambitious. I'm not going to make up anything. I don't know what happened. But hopefully it does mean we're going to have a good race on our hands. Sector 1 and Claudio has retired. I was really hoping he'd find his way through the field. But not today. He's got no wheel. Unfortunate, but these things happen in racing. It's wet, it's difficult. I would have said he was going to get through the field following his qualifying in the last race in the wet, but not to worry. He's a good driver. He'll come back tomorrow in the main league. And hopefully he'd want to win. I hope he wins. Oh, I need to win cup. I don't want him to win. Because I want to win. Because I'm selfish like that. Anyway. Owen. Oh, Alpu. Ooh. A little bit of poo came out myself then. Anyway. It's not really going to be an interesting race anymore, is it? Oh no, it's actually... Is that kind of it? I thought there was a gap to leader. It's not a gap to leader, it's intervals. I set it. I should know. Hi people, hello to this person who started to watch. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. If I've met you. Nice to see you're interested in my life. So, Luke. Not Luke as in Luke. But it's Luke, the bloke, Spike. Cam 10100. 10100. 10100. It's Spike 10100. Sorry. Set it as a ringtone, Luke. Value. But Anyway, back to what's more important. Luke's now chasing down Orking, and there's Aimer's crashed. Oh, still moving. My bet is slightly wide onto the grass, into the barrier. Who's left wheel? Lockie's going to come across the car and be like, oh yes, finally, another position. That's 2 cars out of this race. If you finish, you may be able to get a podium in this race at this rate. Car per lap. You know, just aim to finish the race. Luke and Owen, very good friends. I believe they have met in person at the not Autosport, is it Autosport? Oh, the NEC, they did like a big motorsport event, don't they? So, I believe they met there. They were both there, so they said, oh, it's on, let's meet up. So, you know, they talk like that. Gorks, lovely guy. Thank you for letting us know. Can't help it. These things happen. We understand that. Here at Talent Racing League, we understand the small things in life. Oh, I've got 6 people watching now. Oh, it's going to be a record in there. I bet Claudio's one of those people. So, message me, Claudio. Let me know what happens. I mean, I've probably just read your message and just didn't read it properly. Anyway, Luke's the closest to anyone at the moment. Closing down Owen. Got the smallest gap. So, let's just enjoy the sound of the V8 engine, because I don't know if we're going to hear it again. So, here we are. Spike's trying his hardest now to close in on Orkin. Will he do it? I don't know. We may do it. Probably. Luke's obviously won a race in this series. Owen hasn't. Very odd for Owen not to win a race in a series. I mean, he's pretty good driver in real life. Oh, don't do that, Luke. Pretty good driver in real life, and obviously in game with loads of go-karting. Does our Owen. Luke, these are his conditions, I would say. Now, as I said previously in the past, pretty good at Dirt 4. Oh, I got a comment. Oh, I get so excited when I get comments. I never get comments. Hope it's, you're awful, or it takes me a while to load them up because they're on my phone and I don't want to interrupt the broadcast. So, library. Go on to the video. You may hear this all of a sudden. You hear my voice twice. I told you to hear my voice twice. Oh, this is so off-putting. Don't you hear my voice? There we go. Let's look at the comments. Live chat. Gordon, this is cool. I have the race on my PS4 phone and tablet all at the same time. That does sound pretty cool. I like it when that happens. I like doing that sort of thing. But you hear my voice as well, which is obviously what makes it. We should. We're meant to have live commentary of our races tomorrow. And if you are interested in commentating our races, please do on our main league, because I race in those. I don't race. There's 7 people watching. Oh, we're going to break records here. Oh my god. If we have 20 people watching, I will start singing the sound on an F1 car. I won't. That'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? What was it all about? I lost my train of thought. Tomorrow we should have a commentator. If you are interested in commentating for us, like our page, send us a cheeky little message and say, I really want to commentate on the racing for you guys, because my voice is brilliant and people will love to hear it. Do that. Don't have to do those exact words, just something around that. The gaps. Oh, I'll just go through the order, shall I? In first place, Alpine, okay. Pretty good. pretty good, really good to be honest, isn't it? Orking, second, third, Luke. He'll be chasing down, hoping that he doesn't lose a connection again. I know he doesn't lose connection again. Fourth, the Sawyer Clan. I believe this is not his first race. I just thought that because I think he's joined the other league into the ground. Nice recovery. Lucky. Fifth, yeah, that's what I was about. Fifth, and that's a fifth. Eamon, out. Claudio, out. Alfie, first. Where's he watch? I think he's just got to keep the spike, isn't he? He's the only one who's threatening anyone. Threatening to do an overtake, I mean. Everyone says F1 was so good back in the day. I mean, our races now would say are more exciting than this. 2007, such a great year. Lewis Hamilton's debut year. Should have won the championship, Lewis. Poor Lewis. Trying to pit lane. Oh, the tears. But he didn't, did he? Kimi won it when he was good. Oh, he's really closed up now, actually. Maybe Owen's been listening to me. Why is... I should have been looking instead of looking at my phone. He's really closed up Luke. Oh, Owen's have to defend the inside. What has happened to Owen? What has happened? Has Owen got damage? Not that I can see. So, Luke's gonna be wanting a move in a minute. Now focus on the exit, Luke. Come on, Luke. Make me commentate on an overtake. Here we go. That's it, that's the exit I was on about. Owen's squirreled all over the place, come on. Dive into the slipstream, Owen's defending the inside. I thought he was going to do a dummy. Oh, got messy. Oh, that is unfortunate that Luke's got a penalty for that. I mean, Owen defended very late. Not too late, just very late. Oh, heart rate went up then. Here we go. Luke chasing down Owen. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna half a second? Oh, here we go, down the next straight. You'll have him. You'll have him. I tell you now, you'll have him. Come on, stay with him, Luke. Come on. Oh, Owen's gonna have to spend the inside. Luke's gonna have to go the long way around the outside. Hey, he's not gonna do it. Focus on hitting the apex. That's it. Oh, this is getting exciting now. Owen's going to have to defend. Maybe Owen will get penalty before the end of the race. Probably will if Luke gets past him. Gap's opened up slightly again. But Luke is staying with him. He's not letting Owen get too far away. He just needs to focus on getting the traction out the corners. You lose so much, especially in the wet when you need downforce. It's difficult. Downforce. I don't know why I said like that. Right. Just control the wheel spin. But I'm driving it as well. I'm like, come on. Why if I do that, it changes. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that does something. Right. Oh. Nah, I think. Oh, Owen's gone off slightly wide. Luke has a run, but I don't think it's a good enough run unless it does like a Daniel Ricciardo-esque overtake. Nope. You just see the understeer then when he was just getting into Owen's dirty end, trying to cut. That's it. Cut underneath Owen as much as possible. Here we go, he's right under the rear wing now of Owen. You can see him feathering the throttle. I don't think there's any other battles going on, so let's get rid of this. Oh, here we go. This is it. Oh, got excited then. Luke's gonna go around the outside, not quite close enough. Luke drives for Williams in our main league and will be racing for Williams tomorrow night at 6 o'clock live on myatesftw YouTube channel. So I just thought I'd get a cheap little plug-in. Just trying to keep up with it, really. Let's bring the information back, see what else is going on. 2/10 there on Alpu. I don't think Alpu will be that worried. We're like 8 out of 15 by the way. I haven't said that for a while, have I? Obviously I would have said 8 out of 15 for a while. I mean, I haven't said that before. Get angry comments. So yeah, this is interesting. Do you want to join this league? Here we go. I'm selling it great. I'm like, oh, this is boring. It's not. It's great. I mean, if you're racing it, look at it. We've got people, got commentators. The more, the merrier. We had like 16 people signed up. I can't help it. Only 7 signed up. But if you want to join, there's spaces. There are spaces available. So come along, have some fun. Otherwise, what's happened to Alpu? Alpu's at the pit. Why is Alpu pitted? He must have had damage. Or is it dried up? Let's have a look. Detail, stops, 1. Alpu wet, no. Maybe his tyres are going on. Oh, Spike. Oh god, there's so much going on. Why does everyone have to happen at the same time? Spike's now like, I want to win this race. Just make sure he can get past Owen. Spike's got a penalty, of course. If Spike's going to win this, he needs Owen either to get a penalty while he's overtaking him, or to make a 3-second gap. Sorry, I only missed that, guys. But oh, here we go. Around the outside, not going to happen. Cut back. Oh, Owen's going to push him off slightly, not maliciously, but just taking the racing line, wouldn't he? Which has just opened the gap up. Just Spike. 7 laps remaining. Maybe Alpu heard me and was like, oh, let's make this race interesting. We're pitting. I'm sorry about my poor speech today. I'm not really with it, am I? Been practicing Monaco all day is what I've been doing. Ready for tomorrow. So, Spike, half a second within Hawking. Can he keep it around this couple of corners? Through the final corner now. Just got to nail that throttle perfectly. Get in the slipstream of Owen and hopefully pull alongside him. Put in the straight, but knowing Owen, he would have put his engine into rich revs. Now get this exit. Good. Yeah, good. That's the word I was looking for. Selling the dummy. Owen going to defend the inside like his life depends on it. Now Luke, concentrate on getting the corner apex. You just can't get past in this section. It's not the place to overtake. The sort of place Owen would overtake. But let's look at the gap now. This is costing both of these. The battling. Because Alpu's closing in on them both. Are we going to have a really interesting climax this race? Maybe the tyres are going off. Oh, it's a late lunge. He cuts the corner. Oh, another 3-second penalty. That's 6-second penalty now. So, in theory, Alpu is going to have Luke. Alpu's now promoted himself up to 6th. Oh, here we go. Oh, contact. Wasn't expecting that to go wrong. How's Alpu spun? That's something happened to Alpu because he would be in the 3rd sector. Luke's made it. Luke's made it through. But Alpu is closing in on them both. Exciting. Alpu's 3 seconds behind them both. So Alpu is now in 2nd. Owen's still leading this race. Technically, we've already added the penalty on. It all gets so confusing. So let's watch Alpu. This is going to be interesting. You can see them in the distance. Fresh tyres. Just look how much more grip he's got compared to them. Owen will defend for his life. I mean, Owen's kind of not got to, he doesn't know, of course, that Luke has a penalty, but he's kind of got to not concentrate on Luke and just focus on keeping Alpu behind. But Alpu has so much pace. I think those fresh tyres are really going to give him an advantage. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alpu has dominated this race so far, but I think the fresh tyres are really helping him here. Oh, he's squirming all over the place though. It's not all over. Oh, is he really gonna go around the outside of Owen? No, Owen's not gonna be tricked that easily. He did get ahead slightly though, because the thingy on the side did a thingy-mabob. Oh, here we go. He's got the exit now. Alpumutke on the rundown. Owen defends the inside line. Can he go around the outside? Oh, clean around the outside, but Alpu. Will Owen fight back? No, Owen will not fight back. That was a lovely camera angle to have that for. So effectively, first, Alpu. Second, Owen. Third, Luke. The fourth, the Sawyer Clan. Fifth, Lucky, 1988. But these sort of races we enjoy, close racing. Spike will know that here's a penalty. Is that the Sawyer Clan out? Oh, Sawyer Clan just caught him going into the wall. So, we could end up with just 3 cars finishing, but no. Blocky's still in this. Blocky is still in this. I have a comment. Is Owen pitted? I guess. Smart move. But, I mean, he didn't need to, did he really? Why did I say smart move? It's not a smart move. He didn't need to pit. I didn't get why he pitted. Maybe I missed some sort of damage happening. But, anyway. Because surely if Luke doesn't pit now, with Luke's 6-second penalty, he's now promoted up to 2nd. You don't care about that, do you? We'll find out at the end. Oh, sorry, I should have not looked at the comment. Oh, Luke has been overtaken. Yes, Luke has been overtaken. Alphamutke is back in the lead. I need to look at these comments. Live chat. Yes, he does have front wing damage. I did pick up on that. That's why I went, oh, I maybe didn't pick up on that, but I said contact. I meant front wing damage. I do apologise. So, Spike from onboard, look, you can see on the left hand side of his front wing there is part of it missing. He definitely has damage on his front wing. Thank you for letting me know that if I didn't say that. So, Owen's going to be desperately trying to close down Luke and watch this back afterwards and be like, why did I pit? He had a 6-second penalty. The Alphamutke looks like he's going to win. Spike looks like he's going to finish 2nd. Owen looks like he's going to finish 3rd. Blocky looks like he's gone rallying again, but looks like he's going to finish 4th. Out is Sawyer Clan, Aimner, and Clark is the ACC. Alpu catching up with Blocky, who slowed down quite drastically in front of him. Would have been quite the accident, wouldn't it? Would have really shaken the race up. But it hasn't. So, looks like Alphamutke is a threat in these quick cars, these high downforce cars of the 2000 era. So we've got to watch out for that over the rest of the season. The Ferraris are always nice cars to drive, obviously. No, famous team, so I love that drift. They're not good for the tyres and not good for the car with at times, but nice drift. He's just doing it again, isn't he? Just beautiful. Ferrari, prestigious team. History in F1. Michael Schumacher, of course, won most of their championships. I don't know if that's true. I may have just made that up, but he did win his 6th of his world titles there. And Owen, jeez me, Owen now has a 3-second time penalty to coincide with Luke's 6-second one. I should have kept that comments up. Your bed is calling, Emma. My bed is calling too. Can you not tell me my yawning? I'm like, oh, not your fault. The race is fine. The race is good, exciting. Spike, 3rd. Owen got past him, didn't he, when I wasn't looking? Oh no, Luke has a puncture. Now, was that tyre damage? I would presume it was, and that would make sense as to why Owen pitted and Luke wanted to get to the end. Right, I've learned something today about this series. Did he change front wing? I don't think he did change front wing. That seemed too quick to change front wing. Makes sense what Alpha pitted. And Orko pitted. Oh, the microphone messed up then. It wasn't me yawning. What time is it? Yeah, it's 7:20. It is way past my bedtime. So, Alpha Mutke first. Owen second. Third. Luke fourth. Lucky 1988. Let's see, how many stops have people made? Everyone has made one pit stop, so I would presume that the tyres went off. And they had to pit. Don't feel sorry for Claudio in this race. And me for having to commentate on it. But anyway. Enough of that. Let's look towards our leader. Our championship leader. Our previous race... Oh yeah, stop me away. Our previous race winner. This race winner. If he keeps up the ball. Alpha Mutke. A threat in this championship. I got 5 comments. A threat in this championship for sure. A threat in the other championship. The other championship, the second tier championship. And of course, if he can finish and get into some races in the main league, he's a threat for race wins in the main championship. There could be a seat open in the main championship now, and he could be taking it because he is delivering in the classic league. And as long as you deliver on track, improve here quick enough, you will eventually somehow find yourself in the main league. I'm sure if you're looking towards next season, it's still early on, but if you look towards, why am I so tired? If you look towards next season, F1 2018, we've got some good drivers that will be vying for that main lead spot in those seats. But on to the present, not the future. Alpha Mutke has a few corners left, and he will win. He will have the Grand Slam in effect first. And qualifying it in each of them first in each race. Here he goes to cross the line, across the checkered flag. Alpha Mutke finished the race in first. I'm going to try doing it so I can still see people. Clever me, yeah, hey. Orb King tried his hardest to get into first position in the first corner, but it slightly overran into the grass. Onto the gravel? Don't know, maybe. But second is all we can manage today. But wouldn't be annoyed with that, would he? Second by Owen. Third, Luke. Still got a front wing damage. Just lapped blocky. But he won't be too disappointed with that. Third, not that bad. Not that bad. Pretty good third. I mean, championship is pretty good. But Alpha Mutke would obviously, of course, extend his lead in the top over everyone. And a lap down. Don't even like he's here. Better lap down. Blocky. Finish fourth. But there's a podium for Spike. Podium for Luke. Podium for Luke. Same person. Podium for Owen. Pretty good going. And it's time for me to go to sleep. Thank you for joining us. But before we go, here's your podium ceremony. Alpha Mutke on the top step, fist bumping, clapping, pointing at me. How's me he's pointing to? He's like, "You're my man." Woo! Yeah, you! Yeah! Take that. Oh, hate you, photographer, taking those pictures of me. Cheers. Let's take this picture. Yeah, come on. Bloody, here we go. Yeah, woo. So, first place Alpha Mutke, second Old King, third Spike, fourth Blokey, 5, not Flavio Neves. Someone. That was, who was it? I can't remember. 6th ML142600001, and then 7th was Claudio. They are your race finishers. They're not your race finishers, they're your race results today. Thank you for joining. I would look at this, but Alex Murray, look, he finished. Incidents. Oh my gosh, there is so much on here, isn't there? Thank you for joining us today in Diamond Racing League Classic Series. If that interests you, send us a message. You want to race, do it, you know. Send us a cheeky little message on our Facebook page and we would be happy to have you. What else do I normally say? Oh yeah, tomorrow, live race, 5 o'clock. Look for the Facebook link. Oh, just subscribe to Lovro Croatia 2. Lovro Croatia 2 on the YouTube. And when he goes live tomorrow with tomorrow's race, you can watch that on his YouTube channel. And you can watch a number of things, but watch mine, because my views are more important. You can watch the main league at 6 around Monaco, both races at Monaco, not to be missed. Surely not to be missed. I mean, I wouldn't miss it. I'm going to be there. I'm going to win. I'm going to be slightly drunk as well. So if you think that's interesting, then do it. Anyway, that's enough for me. This has been. Oh God, I can't even close it properly, can I? This has been myatesftw signing out. Cheerio.